Hello there guys, what's going on? Redizio here and welcome to episode 5 of Crash Landing. I must say, we have gotten along really well and we have survived up to this point really well in this godforsaken planet where we crashed with our landing module. It doesn't even look like a landing module anymore. Let me just show you a few little things that I did off camera. I created this mob spotter. It took me quite a bit of cobblestone to build this. It's pretty massive. There is a spider there. Let me just get down here. And you can see as well, I made a few upgrades to the farm. Now we have a slightly larger farm with all the crops, I hope, that there are on this modpack. This mob spotter is doing its work. It is just crazy how many mobs have spawned already. I got lots and lots and lots of mob drops. However, I thought you could get reward bags from killing mobs, but you can't, so that was kind of a setback. So yeah, that were a couple of the change-ups that I did. Down here, there are also a few minor change-ups. I added some portable tanks, which carry lava. Now, a cool thing that I found out in between episodes is that on this mod pack, you can create waypoints. Waypoints are these things that you can see over here, those light beams, and you can turn them on or off by pressing M and then go to waypoints, and you can then create a new waypoint or delete it or whatever you want to do. Now, my minimap is turned off. Let's turn it back on. To zoom in on your minimap, you have to press on Z, and it lets you scroll through a few kind of in-zoom things. Okay, enough with that. The first thing I want to show you in this episode is a really cool thing, because we have been eating lots of vegetarian stuff lately and I really want to get to some of the better food. So first, what we want to make is a presser. Now let me show you the recipe to that. That is just 6 iron with 2 pistons, and I think I have everything in my inventory. No, I can already see that I don't have the iron with me yet. And piston, yes, I can play vanilla Minecraft. I know how to make a piston. There we go, a presser. Let's plot that down over here. And oh yeah, over here I turned these leadstone energy cell. I made an extra one and I upgraded it to a hardened energy cell. It now carries 5 times the energy of before, I think it is. What this presser does is it can make us tofu. Now to make tofu, we're gonna need soybeans. I think I have soybeans somewhere here on this farm. Where are they? Oh, here we go. Soybeans. So I'm just gonna put some bone meal on this. Waste all my bone meal. I have enough. That should be enough. There we go. And all you have to do is put the soybean in here. And you can see this bar will start charging up. And it should give us tofu. Oh, okay, so soy milk and tofu. So that is what I wanted to show you guys. With this presser, the only crop you'll need on this mod pack is actually soybeans. Because what you can do with tofu is just crazy. Let's just press on U while hovering over the silken tofu. You can see 11 recipes which you can use this for. I just survive with fruit salad, cactus soup and potato soup, and I just interchange between the 3 every so often. So the next thing I want to show you is our pressure chamber. I showed you how to build it last episode, so this episode we are finally going to be using it. Now to use it, we have to be careful, because from what I know is that it can explode if you don't use it correctly. Okay, so let's have a look in the quest book and see what we have to do with it. Under pressure, there we go. And they want us to make plastic. Now for this plastic, we are gonna need some seeds. Okay, so we're gonna need creeper plant seeds. Now in between episodes, I did some farming of these seeds, just because I knew we were gonna be using them. Now it is actually really cool how to farm with these seeds. All you have to do is press on Q, like throw it away, and it will plant itself. Plop. Just press on Q. There we go. plop, it planted itself. And now the best part has yet to come. When you put bone meal on this is like a mature plant, and then if you press one more time, boom, it explodes and it then gives you 2 seeds. So that is an easy way to multiply the seeds. And what we're gonna have to do with these seeds is to pressure them into plastic. But before I do that, I want to explain to you, or quickly tell you, how you get these creeper plant seeds. You can just craft them with grass seeds. You know how to get them, just sieving dirt, remember from a few episodes ago, and cactus green. Another cool thing that I found out is that you can actually use cactus to craft into water bottles. So that was something I found out in between episodes, which was pretty cool, I thought. See, this is the recipe to make a clean water bottle. Okay, back to the pressure chamber. Now what we have to do is put the seeds in here, I believe. So we're gonna have to break this. Now later on, we're gonna be able to fix this. Let's just make a few plastic. I'm not sure how many I put in there. Close this back off. Oh, we don't have any fuel in our inventory. And by fuel, I mean like coal or wood. Nope, there isn't any coal in here. And my food is starting to run low. There we go. We have charcoal. There we go. You see this? When this gets into red, apparently your compressor will explode. So we do have to keep an eye on this. I'm not going to put all of my charcoal in, just because I don't want to risk it too much. And, oh yeah, so we were going to craft a plastic, and if I'm not mistaken as well, you can see the amount of pressure you have to apply. Okay, so you see, this gauge runs up to about 0.5, so that is what we're gonna have to pressure to the seeds for it to turn into plastic. Now let's have a second look at our quest book. Yep, we are doing everything right. And on our first mission path, oh okay, we can claim this. A zinc core, a machine frame, or an alumite sword blade. I think we're gonna look up these things because I don't know what they are. Alumite sword blade and a machine frame. So I guess we're gonna go with the machine frame. Oh, look at this. We're gonna get an SPAMR launcher, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And a tracking self-propelled anti-material rocket. I'm wondering what we're gonna have to be using that for. Looks like an RPG. I'm not gonna fire it off inside our base. It is turning night. Let's close this off. Yeah, if I would launch this gun in here, a lot of things could go bad really quickly. So I'm just gonna put it in the chest. It has turned our seeds into this plastic. Yes, I know it is really annoying to have to keep breaking these blocks every so often. Let's put that back, and now we can claim the mission. There we go, under pressure, there we go. Squid plant seeds, I know how to make those, so we're gonna go with the machine upgrades. And now we want to make an empty PCB, or a pressure chamber interface. Let's make this interface first. That is the thing I was talking about, so that we don't have to break the pressure chamber every so often. So a Pneumaticraft cylinder. This looks like the hardest part to me. Okay, so we're gonna have to make this first. Now the next thing we're gonna be making is this blue plastic, which is the origin from rain plant seeds. I know how to make these plant seeds. It is really simple. Remember the grass seeds we had from before? You just have to mix these with some lapis, I hope. Yep, that's the way to do it. Now we have our rain plant seeds. Let's just take 4, why not? And the way to plant these is actually on water. So let's sleep. And I will plant those outside, just because all of our farm stuff is outside. I hope I have some buckets with me. We're in luck. There we go. Let's grab some of this water. We have more than enough of the water. Okay, we'll just make the farm around here. Why not make it here? There we go. And the second water bucket. There we go. And remember, just press Q, and that should do the trick. No? Dirt, grass, or farmland. Okay. Oh no, it's squid plant seeds probably that you have to plant in water. It is just on grass blocks. It works fine on these grass blocks. Let's use some of our bone meal. I'm not going to wait out for these to grow. Are they supposed to like come dropping out of the sky or something? Okay, so if you break these, if they are mature, you get 2 of the seeds. So you see, if they are mature and you break them, you get 2 of the seeds. We'll just do it in that manner. There we go, there we go. 12. Should be enough, I hope. Wait, how much were we gonna need? Yep, exactly 12. I think we're just gonna turn on all of them into plastic. We have enough grass seeds anyway, so there we go. And block it off. Put one of the coal in, and I'll see you back when this is done.
One eternity later.
Okay, so this should almost be done, I hope. Let's have a quick look. You see, it is only going to require 0.5 pounds of pressure, I think. So yeah, it is almost there. Now I want you guys to see this. When this transforms to plastic, it is just so cool to watch. Wait, our count pack is empty. It's like popcorn. Let's just grab these out, and then we'll build the interface. And our food is starting to run low again. Okay, we're gonna have to craft one more of these, so I'll catch you back when that is done. Now, I think we should just place it in the middle. However, I'm not sure. Okay, we're not gonna need this for this episode, I hope, because I don't know how to work it. Let's just claim the mission and carry on with what we were doing. We get a reward back from this. The next step will be making PCB. To do that, you'll need a blueprint. Give me a few ingredients, I will set that up for you. If you somehow lose your blueprint, this quest can be repeated. What do we need? 1 plastic, 1 emerald, an etching acid bucket, and a compressed iron. Let me empty out everything into the chest real quick. Everything is emptied out. So we're gonna need an emerald, an etching bucket, or what was it called? Etching acid. Okay, 1 water bucket, 2 gunpowder, 2 rotten flesh. See, I'm not gonna be able to remember all of that. I'm gonna probably forget one of these things. Pretty sure. Oh yeah, gunpowder. See, I almost forgot. And a water bucket. Let's just grab one of these bottles. That is something oh. If you shift right click on the barrels, you actually lock them. That's something I didn't know. I'm just gonna break this because I don't know how to use it yet. But I'll search up how to use it in between episodes. There we go. That's not supposed to be compressed, is it? Rotten flesh, 2 spider eyes, 2 gunpowder. I hope that is all. Oh yeah, 2 plastic. Forgot. 1, 2. And we don't have any coal. Give this some energy. And it will take us 1 entire pound of pressure. So I think that is 2 charcoal. We'll just let that run and come back to it. Let's have another look. Okay, so first they want us to make an empty PCB. Now we have gotten this far, we can get started on laying the foundation for pretty much all technological progression the PCB. To start, you simply need to toss a compressed iron and a piece of green plastic in the pressure chamber. Simple enough. Okay. In the meantime, while that is going, let me show you how you can reload your needle gun ammo. All you have to do to reload your needle gun ammo is, I think, some gunpowder and some arrows. Yep, that is all. If you shoot with the needle gun ammo, you will want to keep those magazines. There we go, and that's all. One thing that I also wanted to show you guys is that with a saw, you can do some pretty cool stuff, dudes. Okay, a stone rod. We're gonna have to cook a few cobblestone for that. 3 in fact. There you go, you can start running. By now, this should have worked. Yep, it has. We now have an etching bucket of acid, or whatever it is called. See, we're losing a lot of pressure every time we open this pressure chamber. So that is one of the flaws if we have to keep opening and closing this every time. Okay, so we have the etching bucket. I think we can now claim the mission. There we go. Now we got the blueprint. Exposure. Oh yeah, we were going to have to put 1 compressed iron and 1 green plastic. Not too hard at all. There we go, put some coal in there. And I was showing you what a cool kind of thing a saw was. 1 iron there, and 2 sticks. There we go. We have now created an iron saw. I'm just gonna grab some glowstone, craft this into a glowstone block. I put this iron saw on top of the glowstone, and look at this. It converted our glowstone block into 2 half glowstone blocks, and we can just keep doing this until it gets thinner and thinner. I think this is the thinnest you can go, but then there is a second thing you can do. You can place it to the left side of it, and it will then create those kind of pillars, which you can then create nooks with. Now these nooks, they give off as much light as a normal glowstone block would do. Let me demonstrate that real quick. I'm just gonna sleep. You see, a torch emits heat. When I stand near this torch, it will give heat to me. Now, if you use these nooks, normally glowstone will give you some kind of heat, which isn't too bad, I think. But it does give quite a bit of heat if you have a lot of glowstone. I'm just getting shot here. So as I was saying, these nooks emit the same amount of light as a normal glowstone block would do, but then the nooks don't give you heat, so that is pretty nice. Let me just head back inside without this skeleton killing me. Burn down, you fool. I almost forgot we were crafting these PCBs inside here. What happened? It looks like the compressed iron is glitching out. I'm not sure what's happening here. I don't think this is supposed to be happening. Second try. Hopefully it works now. Let's have another look at a PCB. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. £1.5 of pressure to change those into a PCB. There we go, we have successfully created our PCBs. Now I'm gonna also make one more of the etching buckets just because we lost our etching bucket to the mission. So I'm just gonna speed that up real quick so that you guys don't have to see that all, because you have already seen it before. And there we go, we have our second etching bucket, the one we first lost to the mission. So now we have the one that we have, because we will be needing to etch these, what are they called? Empty PCBs. But first we will have to make a UV light box. So let's have a look at the mission book, because it gets explained there really well. Next up, toss the empty PCB into a UV light box. Then you simply have to wait. While you can pull the PCB out before it fully processes, there is a chance that it will fail the last step, the etching. If you don't like the long wait, you may want to install a few speed upgrades to the light box. Okay, so we're just gonna make this real quick. There we are, the UV light box. And now what we want to do with that is to hook it up with the compressor. Let's just do it like so. Nope, that isn't gonna work. You know what, we're just gonna move this. Okay, it's the first time that I'm doing this, guys, so bear with me. Okay, then put that inside the empty PCB. There we go. Put the speed upgrades in. And now apply some pressure. Okay, so the pressure is building up in here. I guess we're just gonna have to wait. This etching success chance is increasing as we speak. It is now at 5%. I'm just gonna let this run until it reaches 100%. So I will see you back. There we go, guys. Our third and final empty PCB is approaching its 100% etch success chance. I already went ahead and did the other two just so that you guys didn't have to wait for it. So there we go. It is now at 100%. We can take that out. And what we have to do now is just put this empty PCB into the etching acid. I just put it out in a hole. And we have to wait 5 minutes, it says in the quest book. Then you get one of these unassembled PCBs. Let me show you just real quick. You see it is now at 10% etching process. We're just gonna let that sit there and do its job. We got those transistors and capacitors from the mission before. Let's just claim the reward. There we go. And those two will be for next episode probably. It opened another quest path. Now we can complete this as well. Let's go for the slime plant seeds because we have enough redstone rubber trees we can just get by sifting dirt. All of that will be for next episode. Okay, so let's take the miniature red hearts. I almost forgot to open the reward bag. I said I was gonna open it at the end of the video. Okay, so we're gonna open it on
3, 2, 1. Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Let's have a look. And I even have all of these. I have all the seeds planted out there. Okay, hopefully I get something better next time. That was all for this video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to drop a like. And as always, I'm Redizio, and I'm out.